Hey everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft video. I hope that everybody is having an absolutely fantastic day, but let's get into today's build, and we're going to be building a bamboo farm. Now, I'm going to give you guys this specific tutorial here, and I'm also going to modify in two different ways, so you guys can go ahead and choose which way you guys would prefer, so that way you're maybe not using as many resources, and maybe you would like it to just be a little bit taller instead of only getting a couple bamboo per slot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So this is everything that you guys are going to need in order to actually go ahead and build this bamboo farm. Obviously, the modifications will be slightly different, but these are the main things that you guys are going to need. Now, I have it broken down on this side as what you guys are actually going to need per slice, and per slice is actually per block. So if you're going to look at it like straight down, this is what you guys would actually need. One rail, one observer. You guys can see it here. You'll need some other additional pieces like a hopper minecart, some extra pieces of glass, a couple pieces of redstone or blocks of redstone, or maybe a couple levers if you don't want to use the blocks of redstone. And then you're going to have your unloading system. If you have a different unloading system that you guys prefer to use, then by all means go ahead and use it. But this is the one that we're going to go ahead and build in today's video. So let's go ahead and just break this, and let's go ahead and actually just get started with this. So the first thing that you actually want to go ahead and do is just wherever you want to go ahead and start, just go ahead and place in a block. This is where the edge of your bamboo farm is going to be. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to come back a few blocks, break a block, go ahead and place your block of redstone right here. Or you could power it with a lever if you guys prefer to. Let's see, that one didn't quite reach all the way, so we'll just go like that instead. And then you guys can come this way a little bit as well. All right, and then we'll say that right about here, this is going to be the end of the farm. You're going to want to go ahead and place a dirt right above that. You can actually put sand down as well if you prefer. Either one will actually work just fine. And then what you want to do over here is we're actually going to extend it by 1. And then you're going to have a regular rail. And then what you want to do is just go ahead and put your chest right here. We're actually going to build the unloading system first. And then we're going to go ahead and put the hopper into that. Make sure that the tail is facing into it. And then we're going to go ahead and place a rail above it. And then what you want to do here is go ahead and place in your observer away from the hopper there. Then what we want to do is grab in our whatever block you want to go ahead and use. It doesn't necessarily have to be the smooth stone if you don't want it to be, or the smooth stone. And then you're going to place a torch there, the block above it, and then a repeater. Now this is what's going to be working on the Java edition. Now if you want to be able to turn this off, just go ahead and place this right here. And then that way you can actually turn off. And then what you can do is just go ahead and place in your hopper minecart right there, and then that'll be all done, and then you can start it up whenever you guys would like, and there you go. Then we can just actually go ahead and pause that for now. So that's the unloading system. It's slightly different in Bedrock, but I'm not going to go over that because the farm itself will actually be all the same. So what you guys want to do is come back one like right here, and then you want to just make a row of that just along the back here. And then what you want to do is grab in your pistons. Just trying to reorganize everything here. So you're going to grab in just your regular pistons, not sticky pistons. And you're going to go across the top. And then what you're going to do is on the back side, facing towards the front of the farm, you want to go ahead and place your observers. And then you want to go ahead and grab in your like whatever stone or block or whatever you're using to transmit the signals right behind the regular pistons. And then at this point, what you want to do is go ahead and just put a line of redstone all the way back across the back. Now, any of these that will trigger, they can actually send a signal by 15. So if your farm is actually bigger, then it will actually send it, 15 blocks in either direction. So just keep that in mind. And then all you need to do on the front side is just actually surround this with glass, and then you want to go up 4 is actually what you want to go. So you're going to put a row of glass above the observers, and then you're going to put a piece of glass wall there, and then a glass wall here. Then you're just going to come along the front side here. You can break that now, and just come all the way across, and then just go ahead and fill this last little bit in. And now your farm is basically complete. Now all you need to do is just go ahead and fill it in with a bamboo. And then all you have to do is wait for it to grow up, and then that's it. That's the farm. However, there are some things that you guys can actually do to actually make this a little bit more efficient. So if this is where you guys want to go ahead and leave the video as far as it's done completely for you guys, but we're going to make some modifications so you guys can actually either, one, you can grow it taller instead of only growing it 2, because this is, you're only going to get 2 growth on each of these bamboo pieces here, or you can actually save on resources. So what you can do is you can actually do like every 4 if you would prefer to do that, and then just fill in that with glass, or however many you want to skip that by. It really doesn't matter how you want to do that. And then that way, when one of those observers will actually get touched in front of the bamboo actually hits it, then it will actually go ahead and break it. So that's really all you need to do with that. Now, if you guys actually want to be able to put an observer, say, up like here, as an example, all you're going to do is you're going to come out one more observer, and it's going to take a row of observers to do this, and then you're just going to roll all the way down to where it's going to touch that line there. So if we actually break this observer, put a piece of glass right here, grab our bamboo, and then it will break it just like that. So it's pretty easy to go ahead and do that. If you want to make it higher, you actually only need to do this in one spot. So there's a couple different options. You can either space these out a little bit more, just because bamboo does grow insanely fast, or you can make it taller. But if you're going to make it taller, I highly recommend that you build up your glass to be one higher than what it actually is, so that way you don't get a lot of loss from your bamboo farm. And then just make sure that whenever you're running it, that it's going, and then it will collect whatever bamboo. And obviously you do have things like this from time to time where the bamboo will actually land on the stalk itself and it won't be lossless. But yeah, that is everything done and complete. That is really everything. I mean, it's really not that difficult to actually go ahead and build this farm. It's very easy, doesn't take a lot of time, and it's actually pretty efficient in my opinion. But anyway, if you guys have any questions for me, go ahead and leave a comment down below if you guys have them. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing, because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming. Bye bye.